This is Jim and David and Joel go to the movies, but Jim had to go to Cabo San Lucas, so he's not with us tonight. And we had to go to Las Vegas for the World Series of Poker. So it's just the two of us tonight, and even though we're in Las Vegas, we still went to the movies.
That's right.
To see the Bikeriders. Joel, what'd you think?
I'm gonna say this. I was impressed. It wasn't a blockbuster summer movie, but it was character driven, and it was authentic, and I really enjoyed that. And do you happen to know who the director was on this one?
I don't know the director. All I know is that the studio was Focus Films, and that kind of tells you something right there.
Quality. He also wrote it. The director did from an adaptation of a book, and I think essays and things. It was about a biking club in the 50s and 60s, I think.
It was 60s. It went into 71.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. It was mid 60s and went into the 70s.
And this is a movie about. I mean, this is the movie where the acting was fantastic, I thought, and the guy who won my respect big time is Tom Hardy.
Of course.
God dang, that guy was just amazing, and so was Jodie
Comer,
thank you. She was fantastic. She's the new Lorraine Bracco.
Okay. Sort of.
Yeah. And but she was
Godfathers.
But she was very
Godfather. Sopranos.
Yeah, but she was also in some of the gangster movies, But it was just so much of it that I enjoyed. This, the script. That it wasn't just something I saw everything coming. There was a lot of different things going on in it, and the lead guy was
Elvis. It's Austin Butler.
Austin Butler.
He did pretty good.
Damn good.
I loved the way that they tied the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie.
Yes,
that was awesome. So. It was like a completion of a character arc.
Again, character-driven piece that I just really was engaged pretty much throughout the whole thing. So I'm giving it like a 4.1.
That high?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's obviously a thumbs up. I will also give it a thumbs up. I'm not quite in the 4.1 category, simply because the thing didn't know whether it wanted to be a documentary or a plot-driven story. It kind of switched back and forth between the guy who collected all of the interviews to make the book that made the movie, and the guy sitting around just with the microphone in his hand having interviews kind of knocks it down for me a little bit. I'm kind of allergic to documentaries so much. I really like live action movies more. So if they'd cut the microphone out and just had it be the plot driven.
Well, would you rate it at?
Oh, okay. I'm going to give it a 3.7.
2.7.
Yeah,
that's pretty high for
you.
It
is okay. Yeah, you expected me to give it less than 3.5, but no, it's better than 3.5. Not quite, not 4.0 though. For me.
I 4.1. Just to get at you. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not 4.2 either. If we're picking random numbers, just because you picked them.
I forgot. I was going to say, this guy interviewing them, but that was part of the story.
Of course
that's
it was.
That's why it was put together.
Yeah,
so it's not like
that's why I have to mark it down. It's because I don't prefer that. Okay.
You don't prefer reality.
That's right. I go for my fantasy, my escape from reality. Okay, we go to the movies for a reason. Yeah. Even when we're in Las Vegas and we could be at a blackjack table someplace.
And now I know who Shannon Murphy is.
No, Shannon Murphy. Come on,
he's so good.
It's Michael Shannon. Shannon,
Michael Shannon.
how do you get Shannon Murphy
way my brain
out of
works.
Michael Shannon?
That's the
Okay.
way my brain
Yeah,
works
Michael
sometimes.
Shannon is old school.
He's
baby.
always good. He's always good.
Yeah.
Um,
Tommy Hardy was awesome, except you kind of have trouble understanding his mumbling. And that's all I have to say about that.
So it's almost as good as watching you flail in the World Series of Poker.
Oh, come on, don't talk about that. Okay.
That's another coming story.
We'll see you next movie, okay? Thanks, good night.
Good night.